Welcome to Smokeysteveandmarc.
I'm Mark.
I'm Steve.
And welcome to Friday Night Chit Chat.
TGIF.
I was waiting for it.
It was, yeah. Busy. Not bad. Busy.
It was, yes.
Just seems like work, there's always something new going on. I'm working tomorrow, which I'm usually off. And I just got news that it's going to be 3 times the work it was supposed to be.
I know.
So I'm not looking forward to it. It's some sort of community event fair, and we're just participating as a community vendor. So it's from 11 to 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
But since I have to travel further than I thought.
Yeah, he has to literally, he just got word just like a half hour ago.
I have to leave at like 9:15, 9:30 if I want to get there for 11. Otherwise, it would have been just like a 35-minute drive.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's not the wrong direction. It's just not the right direction.
Yeah, he just has to pick up a coworker, you know.
Oh yeah, it's a coworker I like. It's not a thing. It's just, it's a hassle.
But you didn't have to do it up until a half hour.
Up until half an hour
which
ago.
Which adds 40 minutes.
Take whatever the alarm's set for and bump it back another that. I mean, I'll have to pick up 2 cups of coffee for the drive.
Yeah.
But it's a reason to get out on a Saturday, and the weather's been beautiful here.
It has been. The weather has been very nice. It's definitely autumn-like.
It is. It's cool in the shade. If you step out into the sun, it's nice and toasty.
Yeah.
If you step in the shade, it's cool, and then if the wind blows, you're like, maybe I should change into sweatpants.
I know. Last night, going out for a cigarette, we're already putting hoodies on and sweatpants, and it just came awfully fast.
It did. Well, well, we had a week of 90, and then it just shot in like 2 days. The high, I don't even know if we hit 70 a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But it's been beautiful, beautiful fall weather.
We wanted to say hello.
You guys remember Kit Bandit, right?
Yeah, you wanted to say hi.
Hi, Bandit. Bye-bye.
Good.
I can hear him purring, so I guess he's in
he's all like purring.
Mm-hmm. But otherwise, the week was not so consequential. I was working from home for a few days. It's the end of the quarter, it's the end of the month, which tend to be busy times in the office, so you're getting messages to do different things at different times of day, which don't usually make sense like that. I have to be in the office more. And because we have maybe designs on taking some time off, I have to decide when to use it, and then how much I'm going to use, too. Mm-hmm. Because I'm perfectly fine hustling as long as there's like a break coming of some sort, you know?
Yeah, yeah, right.
And we're thinking before end of September we're going to be doing some traveling.
Gonna go somewhere, take a week off and go somewhere. I mean, it's definitely, it's overdue. And for my birthday, I was given Stevie Nicks concert tickets.
From Mayor.
Which,
thank you, Mayor, because unless you thought he was taking you, I'm going to see Stevie Nicks.
And so that will start the trip. So we're still planning on where to go after the concert. The concert's in Pittsburgh.
And it's at 7. It takes about 6 hours to drive from Scranton to Pittsburgh. It's all the way on the other side of the state. So we'll see. If it's an evening thing, we'll probably leave in the AM.
Yeah.
At some time, just to get there.
And stay there that night. And then maybe, who knows? We threw out maybe Erie, I don't know.
There's Ohio. West Virginia's right there. I've never been through West Virginia.
Once, if you've never been.
For a quarter of a mile, we went through West Virginia on our drive to Indiana. And you had to go through West Virginia. And it was a toll, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a toll.
Oh, no, that's that bullshit New Hampshire does.
Oh, yeah,
You need to drive through about 20 minutes of New Hampshire before you're in Maine. And they charge you for that little bit that you have to drive through there. Just another drop of blood from the kill.
So, right?
But I don't know if it'll be a road trip because we have to get the car taken care of before we go.
Yeah, we have some repairs to take care of next week.
And if I'm confident that that's fixed and done well, then we'll go wherever.
We can always rent a car, too. I was considering, I like, when you're doing a road trip,
like somebody
a
else's
longer
car.
one, I like the idea of renting.
Yeah.
You know? But if we're going to, get the car all, spiffy and up to date and everything, there's no reason not to use our car.
Well, it needs to be spiffy and up to date whether we go on vacation or not.
So, right.
Yeah.
We'll see how much it is for all the repairs. I gotta get the 3 new tires. I mean, they recommend it.
Yeah.
Well,
they recommend it like oil changes though. Like it's
I
it's
need
a strong
oil change
suggestion.
too. And brake shoes. we got to get those done.
I wish we could just get new brake pads. If it's down, once it's down to the router, it's 3 times the price.
Yeah, I'm thinking we need rotors because it's been making the noise, the alarm little noise there for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
So
it needs to go in.
It needs to go in. That's getting taken care of next week. So we'll know a little better next week what we're doing.
Yeah,
we're gonna do something.
Something. That's the plan. We got that far. We're gonna do something.
Yeah.
I have to request the time off at work. It should be covered because I just had my 1-year anniversary. Not 1 year. It's an anniversary of working there. I've been there actually now 10 years.
10 years. What do you mean 1 year anniversary? A year had passed.
A year had passed since my last work anniversary, and that's when all your paid time off and benefits refresh.
Like renew.
So if you get 5 days worth of vacation time, you suddenly have access to it then.
Yeah.
And then we accumulate another day and a half every month from there.
Yeah.
On top of being off half a day, 2 Fridays a month.
Yeah.
So it's not
Nice,
bad.
yeah.
I have to say the benefits package has gotten better since I started working there.
Yeah.
They offer a lot more now. There's all these sign-on bonuses people get too. Where's my sign-on bonus?
I know.
How about my you're welcome for staying?
Bad. We need people. Like, we are very short-staffed. We're all doing, multiple jobs. Like, we need it. Work has been very, very busy and I don't know. I mean, I work basically a 4-day work week. I have Wednesdays off. If I have anything that spills over, like admin stuff, I do it Wednesdays. Yeah. And most of the time I do it from home. A couple times I went in, but but in those 4 days, I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's been busy, and I'm tired. Like, this was a long week this week.
I dozed off while you were outside having a cigarette or something. You were going away for 5 minutes and it took an hour. Usually.
Like I do, yeah.
Like you do.
Like you
do.
I'm going to have a cigarette. I'll see you
20 minutes later. Mark, we're getting ready. I'll be ready in 5 minutes. 3 hours later. I'll be ready in 5 minutes.
I need some fresh thyme for this soup I'm making tonight. I just got to clip it. Then I find some weeds. And then
Nothing brings it out more glaringly than when we're leaving for a trip. Because I'll have in my head, if we want to get there by this time, we don't want to leave at 10. Sometime around 10:30 when you get up. And clean the house top to bottom before we can leave. Sorry, Stevie. The neighbors might pop in and see a mess. We'll just miss an hour of something once in a lifetime for me, because I probably won't go to another concert again. Just so we can clean. Now, I can see wanting to come back to a clean home. I like that.
Oh, you can. No,
I like that.
I cannot leave unless the house is clean.
When I get home, I have to put everything back where it was within half an hour. Like we never left. Unless it's dirty clothes. They go to
I never said that, ever.
No, I do that.
But I do that, yeah.
No, but that's
we put everything out, then everything.
Well, there's what I observe and what I share with you that I observe.
Away. Yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, right as we're getting out the door, hold on, I have to get this real quick. Hold on, we're getting a new key cut for the car. We've needed it for 7 months. But it has to happen right now when we have somewhere to go.
Well, going away is the perfect opportunity to get all that stuff done.
Yeah, like 2 days before, not the morning of.
Yeah, I know that's true. But hey, but like you said, you married me.
I did. But that also means I have some say, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I borrow the car? This one's in your name. The last one was mine. We take turns with financial obligations when it comes to stuff like that. So,
and I don't even know where I got that from. My grandmother was like that. Like, the house had to be completely cleaned. I mean, talking like change the bed sheets. Everything's clean when you go away for vacation. But there's nothing better than coming back to a house that has everything clean and fresh sheets. And
it's cool. It's whatever. Just, I don't know, when it holds things up, it's like, is this really that important right now?
I know it seems like that, but I know.
It is like that. It doesn't seem like that.
Well,
Bottom line, we usually make it where we're trying to go.
We do. We always have.
And there's always a story along the way. Oh, and it wouldn't be a trip if we didn't wait till it started raining to get on the road.
This is true, too.
It's usually between 2:30 and 3 on the day we were going to leave around noon. And we just wait till it rains before we leave.
Well, I'll do it all the day before.
Well, that's good. Well, then maybe I should take off another day.
No, it's going to take 6 hours to get to Pittsburgh, and we have a starting time. Like, we have to be at a concert at a certain time. Yeah, so we will leave on time, yeah.
Yeah. I've never been to a concert, so this will be different.
Yeah, it'll be exciting for you. I've been to many concerts, and it's definitely
It's an
an
experience.
event, an experience.
Is there somewhere to sit?
Yeah,
You
have
regular
chairs,
seats
but
like
no
any
one
other, but people
usually
stand
sits
in their
down.
seats.
Yeah, but no, you have seats.
But I
yeah.
can sit. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
you can
good.
sit. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be nice. It'll be a good experience.
Yeah. Well,
And I'm really
We'll
happy
see.
to be able to see Stevie Nicks too. This is
probably her last tour.
Probably her last tour.
They said that about Cher though 3 tours ago.
Oh, I know. And also, I mean, Fleetwood Mac too. You know,
Mhm.
I mean, they're perpetually on tour.
Yeah.
And she's always with them. So who knows? But I think solo, you know, like this,
Mhm.
maybe this might be the last tour. So we'll see. But I've seen her, I think 6 times already, and
wow.
haven't seen her since probably the late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe early 2000s. I don't remember the last one, but
She was touring this year with Billy Joel sometimes too.
Mhm.
I have a coworker who went to see her and Billy Joel. Now they went for Billy Joel and they're like, and Stevie Nicks, who's great, but they weren't going to see her.
yeah.
They were going to see Billy Joel.
Mhm.
So she's riding solo on this one
Yeah.
in Pittsburgh. So
Yeah.
it'll be just, you know, I won't have to listen to Piano Man or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he won't. I
But
don't
he's
think
timeless. I would
he's-
go to see Billy Joel.
Oh, I would too. Yeah,
For free.
definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good one to see.
He's got such a playbook everybody knows.
Yeah.
People can just drink and sing along.
Yeah. And that's the way it is with Stevie Nicks with me. Like, I know
Everyone knows all the words to all the
every
songs.
single one of her songs, you know, and this is kind of like a time lapse tour. Like, she does a lot. Her last album was like a box set
Mm-hmm.
of all of her, like, all of her hits, all of her B-sides, all of her, you know, all kind of rare stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be so cool to see all that live. I'm excited about that. But yeah, I admit it. I'm tired. It was a long week.
It was, yeah, physically
long
tired.
week.
It's nice to be physically tired though, as opposed to emotionally tired.
Yeah, very true.
Or like when you're just exhausted, but you haven't been out of bed in 2 days, but you don't know what to do with yourself. Like this is a very clear-cut case of tired. Get your shit done, sit down, and we'll see you tomorrow. And just relax. We don't need to clean before we can relax.
It is what it is.
I suppose.
But I do have a medical update. That's right. I forgot.
This is good.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
should check in with how we're doing with weight loss and stuff.
Okay.
I did have an appointment. Well, I did fill you in a little bit last week on what was going up till that point. Then I had an appointment on Monday, and that was with my regular doctor,
Mhm.
my PCP, my regular main doctor.
Mhm.
And he's in conference with the other doctors too. So basically, in a nutshell, yeah, the blood pressure's still high.
Mhm.
So he increased my blood pressure medicine,
Mhm.
and I have to go back in 2 weeks for just a blood pressure check. I'm like, can't I check it at home and tell you? He's like, no, you're coming in and we're doing a blood pressure check on you here in 2 weeks. I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
I'll come in. He was like pretty firm about this.
Well, it's because he's concerned you're taking it as directed.
I know, that's true. I know.
As am I. But
And the medication, losartan, that I'm taking has a diuretic in it that is supposedly now going to help with
swelling.
swelling.
Always
So
good.
That will be good. Of course, that means I got to pee more, which is,
Hey,
you know.
I'll take the trade-off.
Yeah, right, I will too.
Rather than,
Definitely.
you know, that tight, itchy, uncomfortable, you just want to scratch just and let the flesh pour
Just
out because it's
awful.
just, it's crawling out of your skin.
Oh, it's a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
And so that was that. And the medication they gave me for the rash on my foot, the psoriasis, working really good. I'm so
like it never happened.
glad it is just like almost gone. But I still have to use the medication
Mhm.
for another month.
Yeah.
Even if it clears up completely. You know, and then have it on hand just in case, because you can have flares with that. Just
Yeah, and you
like
can just
with
use
the
it as
RA
a quick
and stuff.
topical.
Yeah.
On it, so
So that was that, and then he did. He put me on Cymbalta as well. So that'll be my first time on that medication. I thought it was time to. And he
Yeah.
noticed these things. I like this doctor. He noticed things over the last few appointments, and you know, and I have been struggling a bit with anxiety and depression. You know, and I always said, if I have to, I'll take the medication, but I don't want to. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
you know, so I kept putting it off. Never did. So I agreed to it this time. So Cymbalta will help with that, and also with pain.
and with pain.
So I'm anxious to see how it works. I'll tell you, I started it Monday, And yesterday and today, I swear I feel better.
Yeah, some of it's probably psychosomatic, but it does start to kick in. Like if you're starting to have side effects, it's okay. That means you're having effects too.
Effects, yeah.
So if something bad's happening, hopefully that's going to pass, and whatever good it's doing will stay.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But I have less of that fog and fatigue when I wake up in the morning. First of all, my mind goes a million miles, ruminating on this. Like it's like, I don't like it.
It's madness.
And
it's
at
madness.
the same time, I'm in this thick fog. It's so the fatigue and it's just maddening. But it has improved in the last 2 days, the first time in a while. So I'm thinking it's the medication.
Here's helping.
I'm thinking. So, I had to, I know I had received a few comments about people and medication and like they don't want to start it or they're afraid to start it or this and that. And I totally relate and I totally understand. But I had just made the decision that it's time. I'm going to give it a try. I mean, I want to improve, I don't want to be like that, you know, and so, stigma be damned.
Be damned. My mother, it's interesting because she didn't, you didn't talk about psychiatric things in certain generations. It just wasn't spoken about out loud, and how different that is. I think having me as a profoundly mentally ill child educated a lot of people in my circle, at least about symptoms and side effects. But also she had questioned the idea of taking a medication for depression, because what if I feel better? I'll feel guilty for having wasted all those years without it. I come from a long line of people that can ruin anything. Ruin anything.
I so can understand that, though.
But I know. Well, I married my mother. Cut from the same stone. But what if I feel better and then I feel guilty about all those years I was so hard on me?
I know.
Don't worry, we'll find a way to make it your fault if we have to. I guess.
Right?
If that's how you prefer it, we'll find some way to blame you.
Yeah. And she had very good results with hers, so
she's happy with it for across the board for everything it's supposed to do. So
that's the same what I'm taking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cymbalta. I wonder if the generic is up or if the patent ran.
I have the generic.
You have the generic.
Yeah, I do. I paid $1 on my insurance plan for that.
I know. I only paid my antipsychotic was $1,400 a month.
I know.
Even if I had Medicare, they would have only paid half. Medicaid would not pick up the rest of it. So I went through all the generic meds I had to, and then I finally got to the one I'm taking, and now it's generic again, too. Which is good. It saves about $50-$60 a month. Because it's still covered by my health insurance, but not by much.
Like on the highest tier.
Well, I mean, it's not $1,400. It's like $70 a month. It's the highest tier.
Yeah. It's still such a shame, it's just... It's frustrating, like to get the medication you need. Sometimes you have to jump through hoops, or you just can't afford it.
No, you just can't. Plain can't.
Yeah.
So, but in other health news, we are still watching our boyish figures.
We are.
I've kept it up actually last week or so. Today I increased my walking. I was going.
You went on 2 walks yesterday.
I did. I usually go for one at lunch at work. On the 2 days I work in the office at the end of the week, and then Saturday, Sunday. So it's like 4 days a week, but I'm upping it to 5, and then increasing a little extra time onto each, because I can vary the intensity, because we live in a hilly part of town. Yeah. So if I want to just zigzag up, down, if it's too steep, I can make a left and just walk across or walk down, and then, stay within home in case something happens, but I'm still getting movement in and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's been helpful. Last time I got on the scale that we talked here, it was 222.4, and I was 222 even. So I've lost a cool 1.8 pounds.
Well, yeah, starting. But you're down from, what was it, 230 or 2?
No, 223.8.
You started at 223.8?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 222 even is that much. Again, the goal for the end of September is to get into the teens. So still a little time for that. We'll see. The month's only half over, and so far it's been so good. Still doing my smoothies, my green ones. More fresh produce in the house, all sorts of good stuff.
Overall, we're trying to make small changes overall for health too, and one of them is to lose weight, and I'm doing okay too. I was at the doctor's on Monday, and I like going by that, that weight. Although our new scale works pretty well.
It does work pretty well.
I get off.
Yeah.
I get on. I get off.
It's
I
the
get
same
on.
weight every
and
time.
it's the same weight every time.
Yeah.
So I'm down to 212.4.
Woohoo!
So that's good. And I think would now I can't 220.
That was around where you
Something.
started, wasn't
I think it was 220.
219
or
220,
something like that.
Something
it was.
similar.
Next week I'll have the exact, I have it written down. I just don't have it in front of me, but I'll have the exact weights there, and we'll see, how we're doing. But just little changes like that. For me, it's mostly portion control. I only bring in like my plate for dinner. I'll put all my food, like no extra food or anything, because I'm known for like having my dinner and everything, and then put little more just in case I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm always a little extra hungry.
It would be impossible to walk down the hall at that time of night and fix
all the way
crackers.
down the hall and get yeah, I know.
You might not want it by then.
Right. And I found that all I need is that little buffer. Like when it's like, oh, I really want something. If it's like 2 a.m, I want something really sweet. Oh, I need it. I just need that little buffer to get over that. And that is like, okay, there's nothing around me within reach. That means I have to get up in the cold, walk all the way down to the, and that's usually enough. I won't do it, and then I fall asleep. So that's really good. So that's for me. And his is adding the exercise with literally, he just started taking just a little walk. Yeah. And then he increased it every time, and it's been working.
And I like walking around our neighborhood too. It's nice.
And I like losing weight slowly because it tends to stay off that way. For me, anyway, it tends to stay off.
Yeah. Well, the changes, I think, tend to be more permanent after a while. If you've ever lost a big amount of weight and kept it off for 2 years, kept it off for 5 years, and you were fat again by 10 years, the remission rates for obesity can be kind of low. Yeah. But you do what you can. You eat well, and you breathe and move, and you hope. I guess.
And I've been using the green powder too. In my food. So that's what I was wondering. Is it like, it might be a combination of everything, the medication, eating more nutritious stuff. I have been cooking a lot more. And, it could be the medication, it could be that too, or a combination of all of it that I might be feeling a little better. So I'm really hoping that it continues. I really, like right now I can't tell because I'm really tired. It was a long day. I didn't sleep well last night, but it wasn't because of, I wasn't like thinking or anything like that. I had brought soup into bed with me. Spilled it in bed. Oh, I was so angry. I was, and it was like, I don't know, 1 a.m. or something. I don't know. So I had to get up and do that. But anyway, I didn't sleep well either. So that's probably, I know that's why I'm tired. Yeah. And it's the end of the week too.
Me too. Usually on a Friday, like you will chill out, you'll go get a shower. I'll but fall asleep waiting for him to get done.
I know you. It's Friday night. Yeah. These party boys, we sit in our recliners and fall asleep
watching old stuff on YouTube.
But you know what?
What?
I enjoy it.
I do too.
I like our life.
Well, we have a rather quiet, settled life.
And I like it.
Maybe that's why there's not 1 million people watching.
Could be.
People don't like calm. They don't like peaceful.
I know.
They like drama.
We're boring.
I know. Well, that's okay. Well, we could do something other people do for attention. Let's see. We could eat. We could
get STDs,
go on a panel and talk shit on everyone there.
We could, we could buzz our hair bald.
We could react to reactions of ourselves.
Yeah, we could just let ourselves go and get boils all over our body, and then we could let. What are we talking about?
Well, I'm all talked out.
You're
myself.
talked out.
Yeah.
I'm talked out too. I'm pooped. Yeah.
So.
Oh, forgot to mention that the t-shirts arrived and they were all sent out today.
There you go.
So if you're waiting on a t-shirt, they were all mailed out. So, and we still have a few left over here. So, not 50, but we have, I think it's like 10 t-shirts left here.
Yeah.
So if you want to grab a t-shirt, all the information's down in the description.
Yeah.
So
Well, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
I'll thank you all for watching. Please
Yeah.
do subscribe, notification bell, get alerts when we have new videos. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. All that's in the description below as well. Thank you, and I will catch up with you tomorrow live for One Miss Foodie Beauty.
Oh yes, live coffee talk tomorrow at 6. And then we're going to be live again on Sunday for our regular 6 o'clock live stream on Sunday. And I'll see you on Mondays with Mark.
All right.
Autumn's coming, y'all. It is. Everybody have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next time, okay?
Bye.
Ciao.